Param Shanti Bapuji. Welcome to this discussion. Today our question is that after the death of a person, the relatives of dead person generally mourn and cry for the departed soul. Many suggest that one should not at all cry for the soul who has already left his or her earthly body. What will you tell on this?
This is true. The departed soul generally stays in the same home where he or she has spent his or her life as human body for a long period due to his attachment to this earthly home and also attachment to his or her relations staying in the home. Some souls also make their home with great effort, due to which these souls have strong attachment to their earthly home even after death of human body. This is as per principle of ant mate so gati, that is, at the time of death of a person whatever the soul thinks or sees in his intellect, accordingly his or her journey takes place after death. So if the soul only thinks about his earthly home and bodily relationships, then soul cannot leave the home even after the death of his or her human body. So souls entangle themselves due to strong earthly attachment and cannot leave this earth plane. It is seen that many people cry in remembrance of departed soul for many days after the death of the person, thus the relatives are also subjected to grief and also the departed souls. If one wants to bring solace and happiness to the departed soul, then one must pray to Paramatma to render happiness, peace, and salvation for the departed soul. Instead of, if you feel grief or sorrow in remembrance of the departed soul, then the departed soul also feel the same grief and become sad. Sometimes it is also found that people keep the photos of the departed soul and remember him in a sorrowful state sitting before the photo. Under such condition, the departed soul can't leave the home where he has lived his entire life on earth. It is seen that people keep on crying and remembering the departed soul for years together. This never helps the departed souls to go to higher planes, rather force these departed souls to stay in their earthly residences.
For such things, what the relatives of departed soul should do? Should the relatives send vibration through their mind to the departed soul to leave this earthly plane by forgetting all the attachment and move to higher plane towards the real home of all souls?
After death of body, the soul is in three-element state, so one should do sankalp or send vibration to these departed souls for their sadgati, that is their movement to higher subtle planes like Babarlok, Swarglok, or more higher planes. So one should make these departed souls to listen the real spiritual knowledge, so that the attachment of departed souls to this earth plane terminates as soon as possible and the souls move forward to higher planes.
That's why after death it is generally found that events like talks on Ramayan Katha, Bhagavad Katha or Garud Puran is held in the residence where such death takes place. In this way the departed soul can get peace as well as some knowledge emerge in him, so that the soul can leave all earthly attachment and move towards higher plane forever.
The information or philosophy in Garud Puran is very old and now it becomes invalid. This Garud Puran has information like how soul gets punishment in lower planes called as Narak for their deeds and how it goes to Swarg, etc. If soul listens all these things, soul will further subject to more sorrow and grief. Now many changes have been occurred in subtle world and the philosophies described in Garud Puran is not valid at present. So these Garud Puran is no longer required for the departed souls, as these philosophies are obsolete, that is outdated. So for the salvation or sadgati of the departed soul, one should teach and explain the knowledge of soul of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that is, soul should learn to put effort of to go to soul conscious state and leave all the earthly attachment and remember only the Paramatma, the Creator, and go to higher planes. When these souls go to higher planes, departed souls come across many spiritual guides or teachers who can guide these souls further to go to higher planes and finally to supreme abode called as Paramdam. There are very powerful spiritual teachers called Maharishis beyond Swarglok, such as Maharlok, Janlok, etc. If a soul reaches on these planes, then these Maharishis will teach the soul how to acquire power in soul for going above to higher planes like Janlok, Taplok, Brahmapuri, etc. So such type of knowledge is imparted to soul in these higher planes.
So we should pray for departed souls for their salvation only. As these souls do not have physical bodies, so they should not lose another chance in this subtle body for their salvation, and we should send vibration for their salvation and guide them to complete their remaining karmic bondage, so that soul can escape the effect of negativities like karmic bondages, so that soul can escape the effect of negativities like desire, lust, anger, greediness, attachment, ego, and leave this earth plane and should make journey to higher planes towards the supreme abode of the Creator.
Yes, soul should be explained regarding their salvation or sadgati. While remembering departed soul, one should explain them that this earth is a place where a soul is subjected to repeated cycle of birth and death, and also impart the soul with true spiritual knowledge to go to higher planes. Finally, soul will reach supreme abode of his or her Creator, where the soul will be eligible for mukti, that is salvation without any separate identity of his or herself, or jivan mukti, that is salvation with independent identity of his or herself in supreme abode.
Why the photo of the dead should not be kept in homes.
When you see the photo of your dead relatives, then you remember the dead, and sometime people offer flower, garlands, food, etc. to the photos of their dead relatives. If you remember these souls in this way, then soul will always stay inside the home and never go out of the home. So there is hardly any chance of the soul gets its salvation. Gradually, with the passage of time, if you tell or do something against philosophy of the departed soul, then the soul will create trouble for the members of family. The departed soul, which remains silently sitting inside the home after the death of its body, the same soul after 4 to 5 months starts demanding for foods, and other such earthly items by entering inside the body of some family members. If the departed soul by nature was a miser during his lifetime, and subsequently after death, when the soul finds his sons or relatives earning more as well as spending in that way which is contradicting the character or nature of departed soul, then the soul will create trouble for the family members in the home in order to teach his philosophy to their family members. All this karmic bondages are nothing but like a drama. This earth is like a theater, and actors of play come and go in order to play their role as per their karmic bondages of the soul. So one should think in this way and forget and forgive all, so that soul can be relived from all karmic bondages.
So one should leave these departed souls independent, tread their own journey, that is, we should do our duty on earth for our salvation, and similarly the departed soul should also carry out his duty to get their own salvation after death.
The departed soul must be told about the knowledge of salvation. Some people used to keep the photos of their paternal or maternal grandfather for years together due to strong attachment to them. But one has to renounce all these attachments one day. That's why in the path of devotion there is a prayer that, "O God, please help us to remove the attraction towards earthly subjects or enjoyments and remove all our sins." The biggest disorder or ignorance in soul is nothing but only attachment.
This memories of close relatives continues only for 1 to 2 years. Afterwards everybody forgets everything. With the passage of time, like after 5 to 10 years, everybody forgets their ancestors like great-grandfather, grandfather, etc., and their photos are also removed from the display in home. By remembering the departed souls, one should send vibration to those departed souls to go ahead in the spiritual journey to higher planes only.
Many people go to the exorcists for asking the whereabouts of departed souls of their close relatives. In many institutions, food is also offered to these departed souls, which are considered as sacred. People also want to know about the souls, whether the souls get their salvation or not from exorcists. But how these exorcists can answer all such questions, as soul's journey purely depends on its karmic bindings only.
We should not at all bother about the whereabouts of these departed souls, as these departed souls enter into subtle world after death, which is not accessible to this physical world. The people in physical world neither can understand nor believe the laws of subtle world, so one should not at all think of the departed souls.
just only to contact their relatives who have already been left their bodies. People resort to many typical practices or rituals to call the departed souls.
Yes, Bapuji, due to the divine vision you have got, out of curiosity many people contact us to know the details of the unfulfilled desires of departed souls of their near relatives who died accidentally. These are the main reasons why many people contact us. Does all these questions people generally ask have any significance or not?
I request all the souls that the knowledge disseminated is the supreme knowledge of souls and supreme soul. So one should see the videos like Mukti, Jivanmukti, Future World, and know how the process of world transformation can take place. My only aim is transformation of this 5-element creation. There is no time for these individual problems as mentioned by you, which has no relevance in broader context. One should not keep such petty expectations. On the contrary, if one acquire the knowledge given by me will help upliftment of all souls, and souls will definitely reach salvation. It is also a natural law: as you sow, you reap. That is, whatever a soul will do, accordingly the soul will get its return. Why don't you always remember the Supreme Soul or Paramatma, the ultimate creator? Why do you remember a meaningless 5-element human body, who is already dead?
That's why Sri Krishna also told Arjuna in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, you should not bother about others' lives, instead you should concentrate on your allotted duty. So we should also concentrate on our duty, and we should create positive vibration for the departed souls so that they can acquire knowledge and salvation, so that the departed souls can reach supreme abode Paramdam and rest in supreme peace.
Listen the knowledge of Almighty Authority and only search for Almighty, and also connect with Almighty Authority. Put effort to attain soul conscious state, only then a soul can receive power from Almighty Authority, and then soul becomes very powerful, and only then soul can help their near relatives as well as departed souls also. We have videos on Mukti and Jivan Mukti, so one should listen all these knowledge, then soul can understand the deep secret of process of salvation of soul. Many people in different religions or organization give spiritual knowledge, but they never give the knowledge of soul conscious state of self, that is Atmasvarup. Whatever religion or sect or spiritual organization it may be, first they should impart knowledge of soul, that everyone is a soul, and then explain why and how a soul has come on this earth, and explain everyone about their aim on this earth. After that one should teach the knowledge of supreme souls or ultimate creator. If you know yourself, only then you can know your creator or God.
Bapuji, we will end this video here, and I request all our viewers that we have around 1500 videos in YouTube channel. Everyone should subscribe our channel and must see all the videos under Unspoken Truth, and also watch the video Life After Death, which is available both in Hindi and English, wherein the details of journey of departed soul and subtle world is explained by Bapuji. 15 lakh people have already seen this video. It is also requested to like the video and also share the same. Thank you so much Bapuji. Param Shanti.